You say, it's paragraph 164 of your Module 2 witness statement, you describe Mr Gove as a skillful lead minister, but you say he was a centre forward without a team lined up behind him and where the manager was largely absent. Perhaps for those less familiar with football, can you explain what you mean by that?
Well, the absent manager was the Prime Minister, because he was never at these meetings or at the table. And while Mr Gove was a senior minister with responsibility for these matters, whose voice would count in discussions with his colleagues, he has influence rather than the determinative impact which a message from the Prime Minister would have. A message from the Prime Minister to a cabinet minister says, I would like this to happen, is in effect an instruction. Mr Gove picking up the phone would have to say, what do you think? Would this be a good idea? He's a persuader, and he's a skillful persuader, but that's what he is, and that's what I meant. There was a limit to the extent to which he was able to discharge the remit of leading a four-nation approach across the UK government.
So would it be right to say that the calls with Mr Gove, whilst useful, in your view, were not an adequate replacement for meetings with the First Ministers and the Prime Minister during the pandemic?